This part of the build is a little more conventional, so I'm just going to speed through it. The 4x4s you see here are recycled too. Again, I got them from a decking contractor who had used them as temporary supports while building a new deck for a client. Normally these things go with the rest of the waste at the end, partly because there are nails and boards attached to them when they're done with the use. There's more labor for them to pay somebody to remove the boards and nails rather than purchase it new. So it just makes business sense for them to operate that way. But then again, if they don't have to pay for a landfill, it makes more business sense for them to go ahead and give me the boards with nails and other things attached and let me take my own time removing things. I'm using the same siding we had put on the barn, which is a 4x8 Hardy panel fiber cement siding. As you can tell, it is heavy. I cannot understate the fact that it is heavy. 77 pounds per sheet. And it is every bit as awkward to handle as it looks. But the advantage is it's non-combustible and very durable, which is why we've used it. You can tell this is old deck material when you see the evidence left behind of a charcoal briquette.
Look at that. That's cool.
Bad barbecue. So I just need to extend that rafter, the fascia board, extend these rafters out over for a 6-inch overhang. Put the fascia or the rake board on this end, and then I can put the roofing on top. Then a little bit of siding, some shelves across here will be for storage of all of my metal bars and those kinds of things. Wrap all this in the same cement siding so that all the exposed wood except for the beam above is covered with cement siding. Put a lid up underneath there so nothing can blow up from underneath. There will be a soffit metal put up on the underneath there to again keep the embers from blowing up inside there. And then gutters, and that'll do it. And I can move all of this crap back in. I got a start. I got the big plywood bin taken care of. That big start. But I have all this stuff to get in to the building, or stored here, or hung against the wall neatly. Need to empty out this trailer. So lots of little stuff. I ran out of 2x8s, so this is a fresh from the lumber store piece of lumber being used for the rake right here. And something to note is that I have attached a 2x4 at the top of the rake board, which holds it on the rafters while I position it. It holds it in place, allows me to move it around until I get it in just the right place. When I'm done fastening it, all I have to do is remove the screws from the top, Because I attached it from the top, once removed, there are no holes that are revealed in the face. And there you have it. So there's a couple finishing details. If you look up underneath here, that is still ripe for letting embers go in there, so I have to create some ladder framing across here and put a lid of the cement board up here, and then that'll finish that off in that area. This column I'm going to wrap completely because I intend to leave this end open for the pipe racks that'll come across here for all the different pipes that I have stored away up that way. Pipes and metals. There'll be metal soffit that'll come back over the bottom of this, like what was used at the pool deck area. I've installed some framing for the lid, and I'll show you a little tip here. Once you put a sheet of something across these 2x4s, you no longer have a reference point of where they're at, which is why I've applied some tape on the wall temporarily. And the tape I can remove. I could have marked it with a pencil, but then the pencil marks would exist until I paint the wall. I don't know. It's just easier to remove the tape. And it's a habit I've gotten into in areas where I'm not going to come back and have to paint. So that allows me to know where those... Circular saws are terrible tools for cement fiberboard because they generate a lot of dust, and that dust would be harmful for my lungs. These electric shears allow me to cut the fiber cement in any configuration I'm looking for without creating all of the dust and mess. This is where you can see how the tape marks on the wall help me find the cross studs as I nail the lid to the ceiling. As you can see, the lid really seals up the storage area. I added the storage area on after putting up the siding on the main part of the building, just so that I wouldn't have to try to fit the siding in on so many tight spaces. It was much easier to just have to do the lid and the side walls of the storage area rather than the whole thing with special cuts. So I'll staple this on, and then I'll put a board on over it to help keep it staples from backing out or anything.
Okay. That's good.
I'll be able to cut it off. Now, just like the corner board there, corner board here, corner board here. Wait till I get the lumber to do the end there.